In this video I'm going to show you how to create 4 different types of WordPress online payment forms. For example, first of those, this simple donation form you see on a screen right now. For example, I'm gonna enter an amount, my email, choose a payment method, whether it's Stripe, PayPal or offline payment, and press on donate. Next one, I'm gonna show you another online payment form, and this one works in a way that the amount is already added. You just need to choose your payment method, enter your details and pay. Third payment form, this time we're going to sell albums. For example, I'm gonna choose album 1, 2, I'm gonna choose a t-shirt and size, I'm gonna choose shipping, I can add a coupon, choose my payment method, fill the detail and buy all of it in a one click. And fourth online payment form is even more tricky. It has a multi-step option and quantity option here. So next, choose your size, next, shipping, coupon, and now billing and purchase. So, since I don't like long introductions, then if you're interested, jump in, because I'm going to show you how to build those forms. Now, before we go in detail, one more thing for you to consider. We're going to build these forms with the help of the Fluent Forms, and it's a premium plugin, it's not free. So if you were looking for a free version, then this video is not going to show you how to do that. We're going to use a Fluent Forms. Single site license is $59. Unlimited license is $199. It also has a lifetime option. But take a look at the description of this video, because there is a nice 20% coupon code for you. If you click on the link shown in the description and use a coupon, then you will get the 20% off. It's a very good plugin, and therefore I'm going to go to the dashboard and plugins, add new, search for Fluent Forms, install and activate it. That means I installed a free version, but need to create payment forms. I need to also use a pro add-on. Therefore, go to plugins, add new, upload plugin, install it, and activate it. Next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to go to the Fluent Forms Pro global settings, and there is a payment settings. I would need to enable the Fluent Forms payment module, this one here. Here goes the business name, for example, demo limited. Here goes the address. And here goes a logo. Default currency, whether it's dollar or something else, I'm gonna leave it to the dollar. And currency sign position, right. Currency separators, comma as 1,000 or dot as 1,000, as you like. Next one, I'm gonna activate the Stripe method, this one here. Whether it's test or live, here goes the test key and here goes the live key. I'm gonna go to the live mode. Here goes my live key and here goes my live secret key. If you don't know where to get them, then click on this link here. It redirects you to the Stripe dashboard and there are your keys. Just copy and paste them. So let's save. Settings updated. Now let's go to the PayPal settings. I'm gonna enable this one, also live mode. Here goes my PayPal email address, and save this one also. If you would like to activate the offline payments, then click on this one here, enable this one and live mode. It doesn't do anything but sends you an email if someone purchases something, and after that you can send them an invoice. But for the sake of it, let's activate this one today. There is also Molly payment method, Razor Pay. I'm not gonna touch those because I don't have accounts with them. But let's add a coupon here. So enable coupons, add new coupon. Coupon title is demo 20. Coupon code itself is also demo 20. It gives us 20% discount, whether it's percent-based discount or fixed discount. And there are also some other conditions, whether it needs to have a minimum purchase amount. I can set the dates when the discount code is available, start date and end date. And also I can select the forms which this one applies, but I'm not gonna select it. It applies to the all forms. Status is active, so save coupon. And now under the general settings, here Couple of more things for you to consider, whether you would like to receive the email summaries weekly. I don't like them, therefore I'm gonna deactivate. Label placement here, whether you would like to disable form analytics. I'm gonna enable honeypot security. I'm gonna enable no conflict mode and save it. Also, if you would like to set the permission for the Fluent Forms plugin, then you can set it here. But I'm not going to do that because I'm going to go and create a new form. Fluent Forms Pro, new form. And as you see, there are a bunch of templates for you to use. Just scroll down and select the one you would like to use. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to create a blank form because I want to show you how to create it from the scratch. So first we're going to create the donation form. Let's give it a name, donation. Next one, I'm going to open up the payment fields. I'm going to add custom payment amount. I'm going to give it a title. Enter your donation amount. I'm going to hide a label. Inside the placeholder, I'm going to add the same text. The field is required. Under the advanced options, you could set the default value, for example, 5. Let's leave it at that. Next one, I would like to thank the donation maker. Therefore, I'm going to add the email address here. I'm going to hide the label and add the placeholder text. It also can be required or not. I'm going to leave it to no. And that's it for this one here. So next I'm going to open up the submit form. Give it a title, donate. And since I want the user to see the payment total, I'm gonna add this shortcode here. So I'm gonna save it and let's see how does it work. Let's preview it. $5, as you see, there is a $5 sign. Here goes the email address. But let's also add the payment methods. This one here. All the methods I activated earlier are here, but I can disable them if I like. So if I don't like the offline payment here, I just can disable it. Also, if I open it up, I can rename it, require billing info, collect shipping info for Stripe, require shipping address for PayPal, and rename the method label for the offline payment. So, save it, go to the settings and integration. Here is the message which is shown after the payment. If someone comes back to the site, then this one is a thank you message. You can change it here. Email notifications. I'm going to activate the default one and edit it. Here goes the email that receives the notification about the payment. If the admin email is the one you're going to use, then leave it as it is. But you can add whatever email you would like to add here. For example, email@email.com. Here goes the email subject, donation from. Open it up. And you can choose a value from the fields we entered earlier. For example, maybe there is a name field, you can put this one here. But you can just leave it as new donation. Okay, here goes the information sent to your email, all data, or you can just add it as you like. For example, amount, email, payment method, and so on. Under the advanced from name, you can add your site name, or if you have a name field, then you can choose it from here. From email, set it to your own email, and reply email is the one user added on to your site. Save it and you're good to go. Now how to add it to the site? Let's go to the pages, add new, give it a title, donation. Now let's search for Fluent Forms. Select form, donation, publish it. Let's see it on a page, and there it is, $5. Some email here, donate. We are redirected to Stripe. You can enter your payment information, and it works like a charm. In the same way, we can go and add the PayPal here. We are redirected to the PayPal and works in a similar way. Now, if the customer pays on the PayPal or Stripe site, they will be redirected to your own site. And this is a trigger for the email that the payment is made. So you will receive the payment. Now, one more thing. let's go to the email notification, because maybe you would like your customer to get the email notification also. So add notification, send to email, select field, email, thank you for your donation, add the content, from name, for example, Janek, from email, admin email, save it, and now I enable the customer notification. He or she will receive this email after the payment. So as you see, it wasn't so difficult to create a donation form. Now let's take a look at the so-called order management or order statuses. Go to the Fluent Forms Pro entries, and you'll see all the entries you have here from every form. If you go to the all forms and open up the one you would like to see, for example, album purchase entries, then you see all the entries for this form. As you see, there is a payment status, pending, there is a payment method, PayPal, and so on. If you open up the entry itself, there is an edit transaction button. Click on it and you can click whether it's refunded, partial refund, in processing, paid, or whatever. For example, let's set that one to paid. So confirmed, it's updated. And now if I take a look at the entries for this form, as you see, it shows paid. So this way you can manage your orders and you can export them. Select the ones you would like to export. Export as CSV, Excel, ODS, or JSON data. You can use advanced filters to filter the dates. You can disable the columns if needed. You can reorder the columns if needed. And you can change the forms. For example, let's take a look at the entries for the donation here. Once again, pending, and so on. View visual report, you'll see the analytics here. And also if you open up the forms themselves, then you'll see that views of the payment form is 1, entry 0, conversion rate 0. As you see, donation forms has been seen 2 times, but there are 5 entries, conversion rate 250%, and so on. And once again, if you click on the entries link, it will open them up. Now let's create another form, and this time it's going to be a payment form with a predefined amount. Once again, click on new form, blank one, give it the title, for example, payment form, and rename it. Now let's click on payment fields and click on payment field, this one here. I'm going to rename it as amount. It's going to be single item worth of $10 or whatever, maybe $100. It's not going to be required. And under the advanced option, since I would like this field to be hidden, I'm going to add this shortcode here. All the shortcodes are in the description of this video, so you don't have to write them down. So take a look at the description of this video. There is a link to the blog post which contains all the information for you. So next one, let's go to the input fields and let's click on payment summary. It will create the payment summary table for us. Next one, I'm going to go to the general fields. Let's search for section break here. So let's give it the title, billing information. Whether you would like to add the description or not, I'm not going to do that. Therefore, I'm going to delete it and go back to the input fields, payment fields. And this time I'm going to choose a payment method field. I'm going to rename the title, choose your payment method. Next one, under the input fields, I'm going to choose name fields, first name and last name. I'm going to hide the labels. And I'm going to add email address also. And I'm going to hide this label. Next one, I'm going to rename this one here, pay now. And as before, I'm going to show the payment total. Button style, I can choose it whether it's default, green, orange, gray, or custom. So let's create the custom button. I'm going to choose the colors, text color white, border is going to be a black one. And the width of the button is 100%. Hover state, background color is going to be a red one, text color white one, and border is going to be transparent. So let's make this border also transparent. So let's save it and let's go and add it to the page. Once again, pages, add new, give it a title, add your form. This time it's the payment form here. Publish. Let's take a look. So there it is. As you see, the button is too big, therefore it's not looking good. Otherwise it's good to go. Therefore let's tweak the button here. Well, it's 199%, of course. I made a mistake. Stupid me. Once again, let's save it, refresh it, and there it is. Works well. As you see, the amount is hidden. $100 is pre-selected. Just add your name, email, and pay. And this was the second form. Now let's create a bit more difficult form with multiple options and multiple products. So back to the Fluent Forms, new form, blank one. Let's give it the title, for example, merchandise, and rename it. First field is gonna be a payment field, this one here. Let's open it up and let's choose a checkbox selections. I'm gonna give it the title album because I'm gonna sell the albums here. I'm gonna check the photo option here because now I can upload photos to the products. First is album called Believe in Nothing for $12.99. I'm gonna add the amount here. Next one, third one, another one, and last one. I'm gonna upload the images here. This image here. Second one has this one. And the last one here. So this one is done. Now let's create the optional field. I'm gonna add the payment field. It's gonna be radio selection. The name of it is Deluxe Set. It has two options. Yes, add it for $13.99, or no, I don't want it, and it costs nothing. So under the advanced option, I'm gonna open up the conditional logic, and this field is only gonna be shown if the album selection equals symbol of life. If someone chooses symbol of life, this here is shown. So let's save it and preview it. There it is, symbol of life with a deluxe set. Next one, let's create a section break, call it t-shirts. I'm gonna duplicate it and add it also here and call it albums. Now let's create the t-shirt selection. Payment field, once again it's gonna be checkbox selection. And as before, we have photos for every one of those. I'm gonna hide the label and rename it to t-shirts. Give them a titles and prices. Upload images as I did before. If this is done, I'm gonna go to the general fields and look for the radio field. This one here. I'm gonna rename it size S, M, L, and XL, and this one is gonna be shown only if the t-shirt selection equals female dark. That means I'm gonna select all the variations I have here. Save it and it's done. Next one, I'm gonna go to the payment fields. Once again, I'm gonna add the shipping here. This time it's gonna be radio selection, expedited shipping for $10.99. Regular shipping for $6.99. Back to the payment fields, I'm gonna add a coupon here, rename it. The button is apply coupon. You can rename it also if needed. Now I'm gonna duplicate the section break and add it here, and I'm gonna rename it to billing information. Back to the input fields, and this time payment method field goes here. I'm gonna rename it as a choose your payment method. Once again, I can select or deselect the ones I would like to show. Now back to the input fields, general fields. I need the name. I need the email. I'm gonna hide the labels since I would like to make the form to be a bit more compact. Back to input fields, and this time I'm gonna search for address fields, this one here. And once again, I'm gonna select the fields I would like to be used. If you open it up, you can rename it also if needed. Also, you can make it to be required or not. So far, so good. Last thing to do, I'm gonna rename the button here as a purchase. Button style is gonna be custom because I would like this button to be 100% width. Save form, and as before, now I would need to go to under the settings and set up the email notifications. So in order to keep this tutorial short, I'm not gonna do it. Instead, I'm gonna go to the pages, add new, give it the title, select the form, publish it, and let's see how does it look like. Well, there it is. I'm gonna disable the right sidebar here. Refresh, and looks good. Symbol of life, deluxe set. Take a look. Every time I choose something, this amount here changes. For example, let's add the deluxe set. It changed. Let's add a t-shirt here. Once again, it changed. So far, so good. One more thing for you to show. Let's go to the editor once again. Open up the preview and design. Here you can choose a form template, for example, modern bold, as you see, it changed, modern light, classic, bootstrap style, or custom. And under the custom you can change whatever you would like to change here. So, I'm going to choose a modern bold, save settings, go to edit fields. Couple of things for me to do here. I would like this payment field, coupon field, and payment method field to be highlighted. Therefore, I'm going to open up the payment item here. Under the advanced option, I'm going to give it a class shipping. For the coupon, I'm going to give it a class coupon. And for the payment, I'm going to give it a class payment. Save it. Now go to settings and integrations. There is a custom CSS, so let's tweak it a bit. For the shipping and payment background, a grayish one, small border, and small padding. And for the coupon, I'm gonna add a border, 2 pixel dashed black, and padding 20 pixels. Let's save it. Refresh a page and see what happened here. So we highlighted this part, and also the payment method part. If I would like to change the color of this apply coupon button here, I'm gonna inspect it. This is a part I'm interested. I'm gonna copy it, go to the custom CSS, paste it here. I'm gonna remove the radius, all other stuff here. I'm interested only in color. I'm gonna set it to black, and background is gonna be an orange one. Save it, refresh it, and there you go. Much better. And this concludes the third online payment form for WordPress. Next one, I'm gonna tweak this one here a bit more, and I'm gonna make it to look even better. I'm gonna create a multi-step form and add the quantities for the albums here. And since I'm the lazy one here, I'm gonna go to the all forms. There is a merchandise form I already created. I'm gonna duplicate it because most of the stuff is already created. So rename it to multi-step form, rename it, and let's tweak it a bit. First, I'm gonna go to the container and I'm gonna add a 5-column container here. Second, I'm gonna duplicate this part. I'm gonna delete all other stuff I don't need, and I'm gonna drag this one inside this column here. I'm gonna hide the label and add another field here. It's gonna be quantity, item quantity. One more thing, I'm gonna rename this field to believe in nothing because I need to map this quantity field here with believe in nothing field. And I'm gonna activate the conditional logic. this field is only be shown if believe in nothing equals believe in nothing. So let's preview it. I'm gonna choose this one and there is a quantity. So far so good. Next one, I'm gonna duplicate this one, drag it here, change the image, give it the title and change the price. I'm gonna duplicate the quantity field and drag it here. And I'm gonna map it to be shown only if believe in nothing is chosen. Now I'm gonna stop the video and copy and paste all the other stuff here. Now all items are created. Couple of more things to do. For example, I would like to set the default value for all quantities to 1. So I'm gonna open up the advanced option and set the values to 1 as you see on the screen right now. And as you remember, the symbol of life had an optional deluxe set. So let's add the payment item here. Radius selection, deluxe set. Yes, add the deluxe set for $13.99 or no, I don't want it for 0. And under the advanced option conditional logic, if the symbol of life is selected, then show this field here. All other stuff leaves as it was before, but we're gonna add the multi-steps now. So let's search for step. Form step goes up here. Now let's drag the page break. First page break is before the t-shirts. I'm gonna duplicate it and next page break is gonna be after the t-shirts. Duplicate one more time. And third one is gonna be before billing information. Now back to the start. I'm gonna open it up and step names. First, choose your album. Next one, choose your t-shirt. Third one, shipping. And fourth one, billing. I'm gonna enable per step data save. That means if someone comes back to the site, then he or she can continue where he or she was left off. So therefore, I'm gonna also activate the resume step from the last form session. Now, save it. Let's create the page and let's add the form here. Multi-step, publish. There you go. Open it up, quantity, deluxe set. We have a next button here. Let's tweak this next button. I'm gonna open up the page break and next is gonna be next with payment total. I would like the customer to see the total here. I'm gonna open up this one here and rename previous button back to albums. Here it's gonna be with back to t-shirts and this one is back to shipping. Let's save it and let's refresh it. Deluxe set, let's add it. Next, back to all albums. Mail dark, M size, coupon code, demo 20 as we added before. Regular shipping. Next, choose your payment method. It seems that we would need to add a payment summary here. I'm gonna drag it to the shipping section under the coupon. I'm gonna save it, refresh it. As you saw, I'm back at the shipping page. This is my order information. One more thing I can tweak is this one up here, the steps. In order to do that, I'm gonna open up the paging here. Whether it's progress bar, steps or none, I'm gonna set it to steps. Save it, refresh it, and now it looks like this one here. Looks awesome, and as you saw, to create such a form it takes only 10 or 15 minutes if you know what you're doing or what goes on in the form. So if you like this video, then please press thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, then subscribe. And before you go, take a look at the next video you see on the screen right now, because it's also full of useful content. Meanwhile, take care.